Hey guys! So I am entirely naked faced today because we are going to be trying out all of the products I received in my September Boxycharm. Guys, I'm like, I can't. This box this month is ridiculous. Boxycharm lately, I feel like, has just been blowing my mind, sending us incredible products. I do not understand how they give us everything that they give us for $21 a month. Like, I don't know. I don't need to know. I just want it to keep happening is basically how I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to show you everything I received in this month's box, and I'm going to put all of the makeup products on my face, and we're going to do a little wear test. I am going out tonight to see my husband's band play, so I'm going to be wearing this makeup for a really long time. So I will check in later tonight when I get home and we can see how everything actually wore and kind of my first impressions on things. Now, typically Boxycharm sends us 5 full-size products every month. This month we have 6 products, although I think the 6th one is technically a like travel size as opposed to a full size. So that might be why it's like an extra bonus. And this is the one product that I'm not going to be trying out because it is a hair product and I've already washed my hair today, but I actually have used this before, so I can let you know how it is and what I think of it. This is the Brio Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask, and I really like this stuff. This is a very like clean brand. They have no silicones, no sulfates, phthalates, parabens, any kind of gunk in their products. They are a female-owned brand. They are like just really cool. I love their packaging design. I love their whole aesthetic. It's very like modern and chic, but it has like this cool florally thing going on. I dig it. And this definitely does make your hair really silky smooth. It's nice to use like once or twice a week to kind of just give your hair that little extra boost, especially if you've been doing a lot of heat styling. I know this is bomb. So I'm really excited to have another one of these. I think I actually have another sample of this in like a tub, but I actually really like the squeeze tube format because I think it's just easier to use and it's cleaner. This says the retail price is $20. Now, I don't know if that's $20 for this or $20 if you were to buy the full size, so I'll have to look into that for you guys. The next product in my box is a foundation brush from the brand BareMinerals, which is, as you probably know, a really high-end brand, and I think it's amazing that Boxycharm has been partnering more with BareMinerals. We got another full-size product from them a couple boxes ago. Really amazing. So this says it retails for $28, which is a lot of money for a makeup brush if you ask me. And it says this patented makeup brush lets you adjust your foundation coverage by the drop for a perfectly seamless foundation application. So what's cool about this brush is that it has like a little well in the center. So it's a flat brush, but they've cut the bristles in a circular shape in the center to be shorter, which is kind of cool. So since this is a foundation brush that talks about application by the drop, I thought why not use a drop foundation? This is the NYX Total Control drop foundation, so we'll see how this works with this brush. This is a very like buildable foundation. It's quite sheer, but you can layer it up to a more full coverage, which is nice. And just as an FYI, I did prime my face with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer, so that is the only thing I have on my face right now. So I'm just gonna take this foundation and I'm gonna apply a few drops of this into that center well. And I don't know how this is gonna work because this is a really liquidy foundation, but we'll see. I feel like that just literally disappeared right into the center of that brush. All right, so that didn't work so well. I think with this type of brush, you need to put like a really thick foundation for it to actually like sit on top of the bristles in the well. But since I still have this out here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna dropper this foundation onto the back of my hand, and we will put this on the brush and see how it applies this way. Okay, yeah, that is much better. It's a really soft brush, I will say that much. Like the bristles feel super soft on the skin. I will definitely be curious to try this out with some other foundation formulas. I feel like because this one's so liquidy, I do feel like it's leaving brush marks behind, which it might just be more of the foundation than this brush. So a final verdict on this foundation brush, I don't think it's bad. I think it's really soft, but I think that it's going to work a lot better with a very like creamy foundation or a BB cream or like my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I think that texture of product will really work like well with this brush. I feel like the NYX foundation was a little too liquidy, and also now that I'm looking at it, I feel like this shade might be too light for me. for summertime. So I think I'm gonna go grab a slightly darker foundation. I'm gonna kind of blend out this situation and I'll be right back. Okay, so I scooched you guys a little bit closer because I think that will be better so you can see more of what I'm doing. And I went in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in the shade number 5 Warm Beige. And this feels much better. I think that type of foundation worked much better with this brush, and I think the color looks much better on my skin now. I feel like I am the correct shade, so we're in a better spot. All right, so I am going to now go ahead and apply my concealer. I'm gonna powder and put some bronzer and highlight on because the next product I'm gonna be showing you guys is a blush. All right, so powder and concealer and bronzer are on. I'll link all the products that I'm using off camera in the description box for you guys in case you wanna know what they are. But let's move on to the next thing from my Boxycharm. So this is a full-sized loose blush from the brand Studio Makeup. This retails for $35 and it just says Luminous Loose Blush. It doesn't seem to have a specific shade, but I've never heard of this brand before, and the color looks really beautiful. It looks like a nice, like, sort of nudie peachy pink color. So let's pop a little bit of this onto the apples of my cheeks. So this does have one of these nice little like sifter covers so you don't make like a giant mess in between uses, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna tap a little bit of the product out into the lid here. I'm gonna close up this little sifter, and I'm going to be using this Moda blush brush that I got actually in my Boxycharm I think last month, which is really nice. So we'll just swirl this in here. Now, a loose blush, you're gonna pick up a lot of product, so you wanna really make sure you tap off the excess so you don't go ham. And then I am going to just kind of go in with this lightly. Yeah, see there's like a lot of pigment on there. I'm going to kind of disperse that on both of my cheeks so I don't go crazy. The color is really pretty. Very pretty, and I see what it means by it's like a luminous. It's like got a sheen to it, but it's not glittery. It's actually really, really beautiful. I like the shade a lot. Yeah, this is super pretty. I will definitely wear this for fall. Like this feels like a very fall appropriate color. So moving right along, the next product in my box is actually an eyebrow pencil from MAC, which is amazing. I can't believe they're including MAC products in Boxycharm. That's really sweet. So this looks like it retails normally for $18. I got the shade Spiked, which looks like it's for dark brown hair, which I have. So the only thing about this that concerns me is it doesn't have a spoolie. So I will be able to use a spoolie on one of my like little eyebrow brushes, but I kind of wish it had one built in for use on the go. It's not super convenient. And so it looks like it's pretty fine. It's got a round tip, and this is really kind of difficult to twist up. Okay, there we go. Kind of like gotta really hold it to twist the product up. I'm gonna start kind of in like the middle to the back of my brow. All right, so it's quite pigmented for sure. Definitely gonna go in with a light hand. In the undertone, it looks like is a little warmer than my natural eyebrow color, but it's not bad. Like it's not workable, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna grab my NYX brow brush just so I have a spoolie here to kind of work the product through and make sure that my brow hairs are all in place. Cause yeah, I definitely feel like I cannot pencil in my eyebrows without a spoolie. This is not bad. It is definitely not bad at all. I really do wish it had a spoolie built in though, because that would make my life a million times easier. Okay, so brows are on. All in all, I do like this. I think that it has a really nice amount of pigment. The color, it worked pretty well for my skin tone, hair type. The key is going to be whether or not this is long wearing, whether or not it smudges. I did notice like a tiny bit of crumbling as I was putting it on, but it wiped away pretty easily. It didn't really leave like anything on my the skin that was troublesome or that made a mark that I had to correct or anything like that, but we shall see. We shall see. Promising so far. I just wish it had a spoolie. Oh my god, guys, I totally realized I forgot to put my highlighter on. Completely skipped that step, so I quickly just threw it on. I'm wearing the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights, just in case you were curious. So now we are on to like the piece de resistance of this box. I am so excited about this. I've been excited since I heard that we were going to be sent it. So we got sent a full-sized eyeshadow palette from the brand Pure Cosmetics. This is their new Soiree Diaries palette. Just wait, just wait. Like, how stunning are these shades? I can't. You get 8 matte shades and 4 shimmery kind of metallic shades. They're all very neutral, they're very earthy. This is like your perfect everyday kind of palette. You can make going out looks, you can make daytime appropriate looks. I am super excited to use this, and I actually think I'm going to go a little bit more purpley and cool tone today. I know I normally do a lot of like very warm orangey looks, but I'm really feeling it. Like this color right here called Dazzle. This I feel like belongs on my eyes right now. And just as an FYI, this palette retails for $34 normally. $34, which, so basically just getting this alone for the price of the box makes it totally worth it. I mean, the packaging on this is like gorgeous. It's like a cardboard, but it's got like a faux marble kind of design. It's got rose gold detailing on the inside. Super, super pretty. And I just think this is gonna be really great to work with. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes before I go in with the palette. I'm gonna use my NYX HD Eyeshadow Base because this is basically like my favorite primer of life. It's like $6 from the drugstore. So back to the palette, I am going to start with this shade here called Gala, which looks like a nice cool toned neutral. This will be a good transition color in my crease. I'm going to grab my NYX blending brush and I'm just going to pick this up and we'll see how these shadows apply. There's a little bit of kickback, but it's not too bad. And we'll just go right in to the crease. Ooh, that is super nice. Super nice. Yes, I really like this color a lot. It's like a perfect sort of stone, but like slightly more warm, almost like mauve-y. Really, really pretty. And it's blending out so nice. Yes, I am pleased with this. And I'm going to go in this shade here in the top left called Private Party, and I'm just gonna take this on the same blending brush and I'm gonna kind of bring this under my brow bone and just kind of blend it out with the edge of my crease shade so that way they kind of just blend nicely together. So next I'm going to go into a slightly darker shade just to kind of deepen things up a little bit more. I think I'm going to use this shade here called Splurge, which is in the middle row on the left. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M441 brush, which is slightly more tapered and a little bit more stiff. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that color and I'm going to concentrate this on like the lower portion of my crease and like more towards the outer corner. These are definitely blending really nicely and they're pigmented, but not like pigmented to the point where it makes it difficult to blend, if that makes sense. Like it's a nice buildable level of pigment that's very easy to work with. So I am definitely digging it. I'm not really noticing much fallout either, which is good. I guess we'll see when we're done, or especially when we use the darker shades, how much fallout there is. All right, so now on to this shadow that I'm really excited about. This one's called Dazzle. This looks like a taupey, grayish purple kind of shade. I'm going to apply this with my fingers because I tend to like to apply anything metallic with my fingers. I think it really builds the color up much better than using a brush. So I am just going to pat this all over my lid. Oh my god, that's super pretty. Yeah, this gives like a really nice, like just pretty metallic shine to the lids. Like it's not overly glittery, it's not like super intense, it's very like daytime appropriate, but it also is a little something something for nighttime too. Now I want to deepen things up a little bit, add a little bit of drama, so I'm going to go in with the shade Snazzy here, which is the sort of brownish purple that's right above Dazzle. I'm going to take my Morphe brush and I'm just going to tap like a tiny little bit onto the end of the bristles, and we'll just kind of like start by almost like dabbing and patting it on and then blending it in. Kind of like want to build the pigmentation on this up gently so it doesn't look crazy and it'll blend out easier. I'm gonna go back with my NYX brush and Gala, and I'm just gonna kind of soften out the edge there. And I'm gonna go back in with my finger with Dazzle, and I'm just gonna kind of intensify the shine in case some of it gets blended away. So as I'm looking at my mirror, I'm feeling like I do have a little bit of fallout here and also a little transfer down here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up quick before I go on to the lower lash line. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with a little Morphe brush. This is the E36 brush, and I'm going to basically mirror what I did on my top lid, and I'm going to go in with Gala, and I'm just going to blend this underneath the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take Splurge, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but keep it a little bit closer. And then finally I'm going to take Snazzy, and I'm just going to keep that real tight closer to the lash line and kind of focus it more on the outer corner. Now I want to add a little bit of liner, but I kind of want to keep things soft and smoky. I'm going to try out this Ciate Wonderwand Gel Kohl liner, which kind of has like a built-in brush on one side and a pencil on the other. So I'm just gonna line my top lashes. I'm gonna kind of create tiny little strokes. Then I'm gonna go in with a brush, and I'm just gonna smudge it out. And you could really do this with any black liner and a brush, like a little angled liner brush. So to finish up my eyes, I'm just gonna curl my lashes, apply some mascara, and then I think I'm gonna throw some falsies on. These I actually got in my Boxycharm last month, and I didn't show them in last month's try-on, so I thought it might be fun to show them to you guys now. These are the Pure Pro eyelashes in the bombshell variety. These are really cool. I've worn them a few times now, and I think they wear up to like 30 times, which is incredible. So let me go throw all that on, and then I'll be right back. All right, eyes are done, and now it's on to our final product from this month's Boxycharm. This is a lippy from ColourPop, which I'm really excited about. It's one of their Ultra Satin Lips, which I've never tried this formula. Really pumped about that. These retail for $6, so they're very affordable. I got the shade Mess Around, which looks like it's a very sort of like cool toned nude. I think this will look really good with this eyeshadow look. And I've heard this is more of like a semi-matte finish, so it's not as drying as the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips. So I'm really curious to see how this formula actually works out for me. So I can say first off, the formula goes on super opaque, which is really nice. It feels very comfortable. They don't really smell super great. It smells kind of like paint a little bit, which is, you know, not the best, but you know, what do you expect from a $6 lip product, I guess? But this color, I would never normally pick out this color for myself, but I actually really kind of like it. It's super like vampy and edgy and just kind of like, you know? So it is currently 3:21 in the afternoon, so I am going to be wearing this makeup look for the rest of the day and well into the evening, and I will do a check-in with you guys at the end of the day to let you know how all of this makeup held up. So far, I have to say I'm really impressed with the eyeshadows. They blended out beautifully. This lip color is bomb. The blush was really pretty. The only thing that I was kind of like meh about was the foundation brush. It was nice. I think I just need to find the right foundation to use it with. The Milani one was definitely better than the NYX one. And the brow pencil looks really pretty. I just wish it had a spoolie. That's kind of like really ticking me off a little bit. But anyway, so that's kind of like my first thought on everything, and we will check in later and I will let you know how everything wore. Alright, so it is just after 7 o'clock, so I wanted to do a quick check-in for you guys and let you know how things were holding up so far. I just had dinner a little while ago, so it looks like the lip has worn off a bit in the center, which, you know, it's not a transfer-proof formula, so I kind of expected that a little bit. It doesn't look terrible, but I definitely feel like I do need to reapply. The eyeshadow, though, it looks like it's holding up pretty good. The eyebrows are holding up pretty good. Obviously, the foundation brush doesn't really count. And I think the blush looks pretty good as well. I still can see it on my cheeks. It wasn't like a really vibrant color to begin with, but yeah, I think I might need to blot a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit shiny, which is, you know, the story of my life. But yeah, so I'll do one more check-in later tonight when I get back from the show. Alright, so it is about 11:15 and I am so tired. I'm so ready to take this makeup off and go to bed, but I did want to do a final check-in for you guys. So as you can see, the eyeshadow is still on my eyes. It's definitely faded a bit, especially the shine on the lid. I feel like it has much less of an impact, but you know, you can definitely still tell that it's on there. The eyebrows have held up really well, actually. Those look really, really good. The lip has faded again in the center. I had nachos at the bar while I was listening to the band play. It's one of those nights where I needed nachos in my life. So I've definitely noticed with eating or drinking, these ultra satin lips definitely do fade, but they fade nicely and they reapply really well. So I do give it that for sure. And it's ridiculously comfortable. It's like not at all drying, which I'm a huge fan of. As for the blush, I feel like it is pretty much gone. Like there's a subtle hint of it left, but it's not like it's worn super, super well. So I feel like it's a really pretty shade. I didn't really put a lot of it on, so I kind of understand that, you know, blush a lot of times is something that doesn't hold up, you know, for, you know, 8+ hours. So, you know, I don't dislike it. I really like the formula. I like the color. I thought it was really pretty. It's just something that I think you need to touch up if you're going from like morning to night. You may need to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of a zhuzh, get a little more color on there because it does seem to fade. All in all though, I have to say that I'm like really impressed with this month's Boxycharm. For $21, I got some seriously great products. I think the eyeshadow palette is really nice. I love the color of the lip, the liquid lipstick. It's really unique and different for my collection. And the blush was really pretty. I can't wait to try the hair mask. And the foundation brush, I think I definitely just need to test it out a little bit more. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was really soft. I think the little cutout in the center is a little gimmicky, but either way, I feel like I definitely got my money's worth this month. If you guys enjoy these unboxing try-on style videos, please make sure you give this one a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your support. And if you are new to my face, I hope you will subscribe, stick around, and come back for more of my beauty videos. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week, and I will see you in Wednesday's video. Bye.